lost your head.
Well, I lose my head constantly, so
Yes, I know. You losing your head, your brains. My mouse is saying hello to you today. Welcome
uh,
to Netflix movie reviews. We have animals on the show. And
yeah, cat, she fell.
yeah, oh boy, I'll tell you. So that's Felina Katz over there, and I'm
Uh,
Brandino, and we're going to give you Netflix movie reviews. And this week, have we got a treat for you guys? Four. See, let me show you this way. We're giving you four Netflix reviews. Hey, look at that, Felina. It's actually staying in. If I move it, it'll start doing magic. See? Oh, that's it. There you go. Well, do you have your cattail ready?
I do.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go first because I'm older and I've got to do things faster. So, okay. So here we go. This was so exciting. The first review we're doing is for Concrete Cowboy. Now, this was made in 2021 and it's a drama. And Felina, from now on, I'm going to let them know that because I've been getting fooled by some of these movies that I'll talk about a little later.
Yeah,
But this is, yeah, I know, it's like really cool. But this is with Caleb McLaughlin as Cole. And is that Idris Elba as Hart? Is that, am I pronouncing that right?
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba, thank you. Yeah, I'd like for you to help me with their names. Yeah, Idris Elba, because the new Netflix movie, Concrete Cowboy, is a true story, and it's about the world of urban Black cowboys in Philadelphia. And from the moment I started watching this, I was captivated. I had never heard of Concrete Cowboys, and I was delighted. It just pulls you right in this movie. The father and son, Hart and Cole, played by these amazing talents, was a perfect fit. I mean, it was just really amazing. The story of a troubled young man who was dropped off at his father's by his frustrated mother may not seem like a new uh, a venue for a movie, but when that father is a cowboy living with horses and stables in the middle of Philadelphia streets, you've got my attention. And not knowing that this was a true story, I assumed it was a fantasy, a nonfiction. I mean, a fiction.
Oh,
But the story is enlightening and well done. It is a lesson in history and ultimately my favorite kind of movie about healing due to the power of circumstances and communications. And when things are cultivated with love, eventually we do end up changing our lives for the better. And this one is getting the Granny Tino Five Finger Award, a whole hand, because the characters were wonderful and rich. The story was unique, and it's a real treasure. This is a real award-winning film. So that's my story. And so you tell us your thoughts on it.
okay. In this film, a teen living in Detroit with his mom is having a lot of trouble at school and with the law. So his mom just happens to pack up all his stuff and throw it in trash bags in the back of the car and drives him to Philly to live with his estranged dad. Well, that goes over as well as you can expect with Cole.
Everybody loved that one.
Yeah. So he was clearly pretty upset, and the dad was not very welcoming or very happy to see him. So it seemed anyway.
Yeah.
Then he finds out his friend or cousin was hanging out there named Smush. Love that name. It's crazy.
Swoosh. Swoosh.
I
That
should name
actor was good too.
my next cat might be Smush. See,
Oh yeah, that's cute.
cute. Yeah. So he hangs out with him, but he's not a very good influence, and he's involved with Philly street people. So Cole really should not be involved with that because of his problems before in Detroit. Anyway, Cole ends up working in the stables, which is what his dad's group of people are totally involved with. in that Philly stable. It's famous. It's called Fletcher Street
Mm,
Stable. And it slowly gives Cole more acceptance by both his peers and and his dad at the stables. So he begins to experience a new kind of growth that he never had before, by hanging out with these people
yeah.
and the horses. Yeah, he's taught to kind of, not be humiliated, but he's
Responsible.
yeah, he's taught how to be more responsible. So there's still quite a bit of conflict between the characters, like Cole and his dad, but he manages to change and grow. The acting was amazing, and it had me riveted due to the acting.
Yeah.
Idris Elba is always fantastic, but all of the cast was really doing great, and I couldn't believe it. It's like, wow,
Yeah,
this
that
is
was an amazing cast. It really was. They're
yeah.
perfect together.
The story was interesting, but sometimes it got a little slow. I also liked Method Man playing, the type of character that he did. He was once involved with these people, as a rider,
Hmm.
yeah, at the stables, and then he joined the police force. So that brought an interesting kind of opening to it.
Yeah.
And anyway, because it was a little slow at times and went a little bit longish, I just gave it four cattails.
There you go. She gave 4 cattails. So there's Feline again, giving her playing with her cat tail. Well, that was a good review, but it's definitely a good movie worth seeing. And that guy is sexy. God,
Yes,
I always liked him, and he just excelled in this, the
yeah,
father. So
yeah,
now the next one, we're going to let you talk about it first, the stepfather. So tell us what you thought about. And the stepfather, by the way, was made in 2009, but it still holds up today. So tell us your thoughts on the stepfather.
yeah. Well, apparently it was originally made in 1987, and this is kind of like a remake in 2009.
Yeah, it's had different names and everything, but yeah,
Yeah, okay.
stepfather's always in it.
Okay, well, in the opening scene, it shows pics of the family while the dad gazes at them. We realize that they're actually all dead in the midst of the Christmas holiday tableau as the dad leaves after changing his appearance. He just,
Bad man.
he kills them and he leaves. Bad man, very bad man. He moves on to Salt Lake City and kind of pays for everything in cash. He meets Sailor Ward, a recently divorced woman, in a store one day, and she invites him to join her and her family for pizza.
Wish I had a pizza right now. I'm eating a banana.
Imagine that. Just invites him for pizza. So 6 months later, they're engaged. And her friend offers him a job in the real estate agency. And he also meets the oldest son for the first time. Mom, Sailor Ward, thinks that David is a good guy and that the son was a troubled teen that, came back from wherever he was and was not exactly into seeing a new guy living there with her. That's her take on it. And David ends up asking Michael to be his best man. Michael's the son. And he also scared the living crap out of the younger son because he was trying to discipline
Mm,
him one day, and he just grabs him by the neck
yeah,
forcefully.
very
Uh,
forcefully.
yeah, well, that didn't go over very well. Anyway, David's actions started to really go awry, and it became progressively weirder all the time. Um, Her friend told Ward, the mom, I forget her name on the show, that they suspect that he's not who he says he is, this David guy. So this is loosely based on an actual real life story of a family that was murdered by their
Oh, I didn't
family.
know that. I didn't
Yeah,
know that was loosely. That's some information. Wow.
yeah. And I guess in shortly before the first movie, and it just seemed too obvious about where the ending was heading, and it's not exactly my favorite movie.
Yeah.
So
Shocker.
I gave it two cat paws. I mean, I like a stalker movie, but it was just weird, and the whole situation was weird. But it
Yeah,
was
well, we have to have our share of watching different kinds of movies, but it intrigued me. And that actor who played the son, he was in a series that I saw not long ago. It's called You, and I thought he played a serial killer in it.
I
So,
love
in the stepfather, here he is the son of the serial killer. I just thought that was interesting. But yeah, I watched it too because the audience knows immediately something's wrong when there are lifeless bodies in the house. But because this movie has been done, like you said, there's so many remakes. It's the type. It's kind of like the Jason movies when they used to
right.
go away at camp. But if you like those campy things, it's worth watching if you can't find anything else on Netflix. And
Yeah, I mean, I know Sarah Ward is a good actress, and a
yeah,
couple of the people I recognized on the show
yeah,
that I know were good actors and stuff. But and I loved the guy in You. You know, he was great, but
yeah,
it was just the writing, something about the way the
yeah.
movie, was written.
Well, the message, as far as I'm concerned, is the same. And let's just say that to ladies thinking of letting their new boyfriends move in when you're having an argument, and he says, "Who am I here?" When he says that,
Yeah,
leave,
yeah,
because
yeah.
that's a big problem. And I thought that probably was my favorite thing about the movie. Seriously, you talk about the writing, and that actually was a good line that he said, because in the middle of all this, when he stopped and he goes, "Who am I here?" It was so funny, you know,
Yeah,
because
because
it's like he's
not
had
really
so many setups like this, he can't remember which character he's playing. So
right.
I gave it three fingers because I figured, if you know when I watch something like that I know is predictable, I just kind of look at other ways to entertain myself. So I gave it a three, and yours was a reasonable one too. So yeah, so there you go. So you do what you want to do with that, people. We just watch this stuff and give you our opinions. Don't
That's
shoot the
right.
messenger, right, Felina? Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, two
So
cats.
okay,
So
I'm going first with the next one. I'm really excited about this because that's why I asked for you to watch it. People, this one is Seed of Chucky. Now, this particular one was made in 2004. Now, anybody who's a fan of Chucky, that little doll, I don't know why. It probably means there's something seriously wrong with me, but I love the Chucky series. And
um,
yeah, despite this being made in 2004, I never saw it before, Felina.
I
So,
I didn't see. I don't. I've seen like maybe one or two of those, and
yeah,
yeah, I didn't see this before either.
yeah. But this is my first time discovering that the little monster boy doll Chucky fathered. He actually fathered a child with
Imagine that.
Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah,
And,
imagine that. That's
uh,
that's what I was thinking
well,
during the whole
we didn't
thing.
even have to imagine it. They showed us how that went down.
Right.
Yeah, this is indeed a dark comedy that kept me laughing. This is I it should be it shouldn't it's just it is it's a comedy. If you like to laugh, you want to watch Seed of Chucky, because at one point I even was drinking tea and I sprayed it out all over the computer screen.
Oh no,
It
that's
was that
very
kind,
funny.
yeah, It was that kind
Mm.
of funny to me. I just got, that excited. So as in this franchise, Jennifer Tilly is right on target with her strange performance. And it's almost scary the way she loves to torture Chucky. I mean, I love it. She's a person and she's torturing this doll. It's
Love
just,
it.
but Tiffany, the other doll, is such a funny character. And if you want something light and fun to do with your close circle, get some popcorn. And for those of you that do cannabis, do it before you watch this movie and
Mm.
watch it on a big screen TV.
That
And
might be
you
the
could
ticket.
you could spend your night doing a lot worse things. That's how Granny Tino feels about it. So I give that 4. I'm giving that 4 fingers because anything that makes me laugh, I'm promoting. Everybody, if you want to laugh, you've got to watch this. So, what about you, Felina? What does Miss Katz think about this?
Well, yeah, it did have some funny moments, but they were just ridiculous kind of funny moments. Like the
You made me spit. I was drinking when you said ridiculous. That made me spit. That's why I love it. It is ridiculous.
yeah,
It's such a hoot. I
what a
mean, that was really funny. And these people manipulating the puppets on the floor. I would like to see the outtakes of the Seed of Chucky. I'm gonna look that up
might have been
because
even.
they had to be pissing their pants playing with these puppets as they're doing these bizarre things. Hey, Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog never did crap like that. You know what I'm
Almost
saying? Well, yeah, they came close to it, but they did.
wanted to.
So what? So how many fingers did you get, or were you done? I just got excited. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, that was it. The turkey baster. I gave it 1.5 cattails.
Oh, I'm shocked.
Sorry.
People, Felina is a hard one here, but trust me, if you like to laugh, you got to watch it. Remember, I always tell you people, she's a cat, and there's only no offense, Felina, there's only so many brain cells you cats have, and then you're thinking about your next can of tuna. Yeah, that got her going. That got her up there. Okay, so Sam, you're next with Mystery Men.
Oh,
Talk to us about Mystery Men. And in case anybody wants to know, that came out in 1999. So Sam, talk to us
and I
about
wish it never came out at all, but
it. Whoa, I'm thinking this isn't good.
no. Okay, the scene opens when elderly people at a party are attacked by some local villains, stealing jewelry, teeth, body parts,
Hey, do what you got to do.
etc. So, superhero Captain Amazing, played by Greg Kinnear, as a crime-fighting superhero, a supervillain out of prison, which was Gregory Rush. Who would figure Gregory Rush would be a supervillain? And he gets back with his group called the Disco Boys.
Woo! I love disco.
And all hell breaks loose.
Woo!
So everyone starts fighting, and it's just a wild mess. And the story is a wild mess. Disco music.
At least you like something, you crazy cat.
Well, the disco music, yeah, that was fun. And yeah, it was funny in a way, but it was just wild. Everybody starts shooting everybody else. Nobody knows what's going on half the time. Anyway, I give it 1 cat paw.
Oh my God, let me get this to speaker view. I can't even look at you right now. Oh my God, don't listen to her. The cat's crazy. I'm going to read I had asked Felina to watch this because I'll tell you, it was made in 1999 and it is Felina, it's called a collective comedy.
collectively not that funny.
No, that's just your opinion. That's your opinion. That's not mine. Now, people, this to me is another gem I did not see back in the day. And that's what I'm enjoying about Netflix is I'm watching something and I'm going, this is really good. And I'm thinking, oh, they must have just made this. But then when I'm watching the actors, I'm going, why do they look so much younger? And so then pull it up on Netflix and watch it now. If it doesn't make you laugh, there is something wrong with your brain, like Felina, and you probably need help because I give this for comedy a 5. That's
Meow.
how much I liked it. I thought that well, this has been fun. Felina.
Woo.
I love when we get to argue a little bit. Meow, meow. Yeah,
Meow.
I like to do that. That's what makes it interesting. When Cisco and Egert used to do it, they'd be arguing. That's the funny part. We got to do that. So I think I'm going to go. You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to go to Bob's Big Boy and get me a veggie burger. It's lunchtime.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, doesn't it? Oh, I love it's a treat day. I need that. So that's it. We did our Netflix reviews. Felina Katz, you have fun, and I'll see you soon because we're going to tape some real fake news next week.
Oh, that's right. And there's
Yeah.
some really interesting new fake news,
Yeah.
or barely fake.
Yeah, barely. I know. What's fake anymore?
Yeah.
Okay. You have a good day. Love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.